Right now, live at 11, a warning from health officials ahead of mosquito season. What you need to know to ensure your home isn't the next target of these insects. Plus, taking steps to make sure the Oakland A's can move to Las Vegas. What the Office of the Governor is doing to get things rolling faster. And later,
the Vegas Golden Knights and Scripps Sports have partnered for a multi-year agreement.
A huge announcement from the Vegas Golden Knights. We break down this partnership between our parent company and VGK and why this is a huge win for local fans. But first, as temperatures get warmer and you and your family spend more time outdoors, Clark County and the Southern Nevada Health District reminds you of the importance of paying attention to mosquitoes. Hello and thank you so much for joining us live at 11. I'm Abel Garcia. Trisha Keene has a night off. Well, Shakira Hawkins shows us the impact of mosquitoes and what you need to do if you become the next target.
Mosquito surveillance season is underway, and city officials warn Valley residents to expect a potentially early and active mosquito season.
Some of my hands right here.
Fighting the bite.
One time I think I have like 5 bites.
On the back of my thigh I have a scar because of one of them, and I picked at it and picked at it and picked at it, and I left a scar.
I noticed like all of my legs. I said, wait, what's happening already? And it's only May.
As mosquito season approaches, experts say there's a good possibility the valley will see in higher than normal mosquito activity because of the amount of rainfall we saw over the past several months. On Thursday, the county and health district launched the Fight the Bite campaign at Wetlands Park.
We encourage you to call the health district so that we can get out there right away to keep that water fresh, to keep it clean. And we also remind folks to dress appropriately.
During the press conference, the county encouraged residents to report standing body of water. Chris Bramley with the Clark County Vector Control says it's important to protect yourself from mosquito bites and the diseases that can potentially be transmitted by them.
Most people just seem to maybe feel like they have a cold, deal with it for a few days, and then they move on. But the serious ones, those are the ones that, there can be death, which is very rare, but it is a possibility. So those are mosquitoes that are infected with West Nile.
Clark County Vector Control urges all homeowners to be vigilant and says anyone that needs help protecting their home from mosquitoes can contact them. And Summerlin, I'm Shakira Hawkins.
Shakira, thank you. And turning now to developing news, Metro Police are still looking for a man who they say shot an RTC bus and is on the run. It happened yesterday afternoon near Eastern and Bonanza. Police are looking for a black man with dreads. This comes less than 2 weeks after a stabbing on a bus last Sunday. The Regional Transportation Commission CEO MJ Maynard sent us a statement. She says in part, "We are deeply disturbed by the recent incidents impacting our transit community, and we will continue collaborating closely with law enforcement on incidents in our transit system." The union representing RTC bus drivers say it's actively working on getting legislation to protect passengers and drivers.
Get the community outreach, we need petitions, but we also learned that we have to come up with the statistics.
Now, according to the union, there have been 13 violent incidents on RTC buses in the past 2 weeks. Well, as you may have seen right here on Channel 13, 2020 went in depth on the mysteries revealed at Lake Mead due to low water levels. Relics, boats, and even bodies uncovered at the lake now getting answers to families.
I remember his hand hitting it, barely hitting the ladder. That was one of my biggest memories that I was so sad about for a long time, was that he barely made it.
Just that close.
Yeah. Yeah. We could hear him say help, and then we heard him say, "Help, you better hurry." That was it.
Truly some shocking discoveries. Well, officials say the lake has been the site of more than 300 drownings, making it one of the deadliest lakes in America. For more on the lake and the water crisis, head over to our website, ktnv.com/powerofwater. And speaking of Lake Mead, our meteorologist Kevin Janison always has the latest information on what's going on with those water levels. And Kevin, I'm hearing the lake water levels are going up a bit.
Yeah, we've been reporting on that release up at Glen Canyon. So far this week alone, it's gone up a couple of feet. We think maybe another 8 feet or so until this release is done. Camera freaking out a little bit, looking off toward the airport there. But by the end of the year, possibly 20, maybe 30 feet. Of course, it's down about 100 plus feet, so that's just a little dent, a little drip in the big bathtub there, but moving in the right direction. It's a cool night out there. 58's on the west side, 64 up at Nellis right now, 60 degrees in Green Valley. Winds beginning to decrease. They're not going away. In fact, if anything, they're going to come back tomorrow because the system they gave us, the rain, a little bit, few drops this morning, and the wind, mountain snow too, is gradually pushing off to the northeast, but it's a slow process. More cool air coming down behind it. We'll tell you how cool, how long it's going to last, and how much more wind is in the forecast. Just a few minutes away, Abel.
Kevin, thank you. We'll see you in just a bit. A legislative package could soon be on the table for Nevada lawmakers regarding the Oakland A's possible move to Las Vegas. Today, Governor Joe Lombardo's office confirmed with Channel 13 that they are working on a package for the A's. They're looking to make it happen before the legislative session comes to an end on May 26th. The A's are looking to build a $1.5 billion stadium and entertainment complex across T-Mobile Arena. A spokesperson with the team says they are willing to invest $1 billion. Well, turning now to the guys in gold today, we have a big one for Vegas Golden Knights fans who can now bring the energy and excitement from the Fortress to your very own living room. VGK announced a new broadcasting partnership with Scripps, our parent company, and our very own Joe Moeller has more on this huge new deal.
The Vegas Golden Knights and Scripps Sports have partnered for a multi-year agreement.
The Golden Knights have a new broadcast partner with Channel 13 parent company Scripps. The announcement was made official at Circa Thursday. The new agreement starts next season, which begins in September.
For all Golden Knights preseason, all Golden Knights regular season, and of course the first round of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs.
Scripps Sports will air games on their channels, 34 KMCC, and simulcast some here on Channel 13 KTNV. Knights president Kerry Bubal says the partnership means more people will get the games over the air or with a simple digital antenna.
You're going to be able to get the games and get them for free.
That we are so excited to be partnering with the Vegas Golden Knights.
The Knights are the first professional sports team to reach a deal with Scripps Sports, which launched in December. EW Scripps CEO Adam Simpson says Channel 13 will play a big role.
Channel 13 is going to be a tremendous promotions platform and engagement platform for the fans of the Golden Knights. It already is. We've had a relationship with the Golden Knights before for preseason.
Scripps Sports will air games in other Mountain West television markets as well, including Montana, Idaho, and Utah.
We are the team of the Mountain West.
Team owner Bill Foley says more fans across the West will have access.
Will now be over the air, free to all of our fans. It's just an unbelievable situation for the Golden Knights.
That was Joe Moeller reporting, and you heard him right there. We also went one-on-one with Golden Knights owner Bill Foley, and our sports reporter Tina Nguyen shows us how the owner feels about this big announcement.
All right, well, Bill, a pretty big announcement today as the Vegas Golden Knights will be partnering with Scripps Sports long term. Just first up, talk about the significance of this partnership.
Yeah, well, this is terrific for us. I mean, previously we were reaching about 35% of the households in Las Vegas, and in Salt Lake City, 9%. And in Montana, maybe 9%. Well, now we're going to be 100% of the households over the air in one fashion or another, and it's free. Now all of our fans, our fan base is going to expand exponentially because everyone can now watch the games and see the games thanks to you guys at Scripps.
You talk about this being free over the air. Just also touch on what does this do for the game as well?
Well, I mean, it expands our fan base terrifically, allows us to broaden our brand, make our brand more ubiquitous within the community. And so we do a pretty good job of getting out in the community and being part of the community. I always like to say that we're embedded in the community and the community is embedded with us. Well, now we have a chance to really follow through on that. So this is a great opportunity that came our way. And we're the first NHL team that has this kind of relationship, and it's great that Scripps did it. And I'm happy we're going to be on Channel 13.
Can you give us just some insights on what it took to get this deal done? Just maybe the hurdles that you guys had to jump through as well?
Well, I mean, it's a complicated transaction because first we had to get out of our other situation, which happily that happened fairly quickly. Then Kerry had to work with Scripps Sports and really develop the framework of how we were going to do this and ensure that we could have access to the outer markets. We had to go to the NHL and expand our primary sphere of influence to include Salt Lake and Reno, so it became economically viable to be in those markets. So it was a big job. It took about 3 months of hard work, but they did it, and we're thankful that Scripps Sports wanted to be our partner.
Truly an exciting partnership for sure. Well, the Vegas Golden Knights are coming off a big win inside the Fortress over the Edmonton Oilers in Game 1 of the Round 2 series. VGK, led by a strong offensive attack, earned a 6-4 win. The VGK had 5 different players score a goal in Game 1. Head coach Bruce Cassidy says he was pleased with how the team played, but knows what the Oilers are capable of. Game 2 is set for this Saturday inside T-Mobile Arena. Puck drops at 4 p.m. Well, coming up live at 11, an out-of-this-world experience at the Atomic Museum. More on the event that was held in honor of the May the 4th Be With You. Plus, introducing the newest Henderson Police Chief, what Chief Holly Chadwick told me are the department's priorities under her leadership. Welcome back. Well, you didn't have to go to a galaxy far, far away to find Jedi Masters, some young Padawans, and even stormtroopers. In honor of May the 4th Be With You, the Atomic Museum and the Desert Research Institute hosted the annual May the Science Be With You event. There were science demonstrators, Star Wars characters, and some hands-on activities for all ages.
That is our hope, that they can be exposed to science, learn about it, and realize maybe they have a future in science, and it's nothing to be afraid of. It's something to learn. It's not beyond them.
And of course, our very own Kevin Janison was out there live for our 5 and 6 p.m. newscast. And of course, Kevin, I was honestly surprised that you did not pull out a lightsaber yourself and start dueling with some of these people out there.
One of those high-intensity pool noodles is what I was using out there. That was a lot of fun. They do that every year, and it's a great hands-on experience for the kids to be exposed to so many different sciences.
That's awesome.
And
also,
you know,
they're so into it. Like the characters, they were all from, the galaxy far, far away.
That's right.
And they were all happy to be there.
And the Desert Research Institute does science. I mean, they are involved in research all over the planet. I've been trying for 25 years to get them to take me to Antarctica with them because they do some cool stuff down there. I still tried. I was out there. I put that in their thought in their head again today. Hey, if you're got an extra seat on the plane,
take me with you.
Well, yeah,
please.
That's the strategy I used. All right, Abel, ready for a little Stump the Anchor?
I'm never ready for this, Kevin.
You grew up on a farm, right?
I did indeed.
In northern Nevada.
Yep, up in Reno.
Okay, so this should be a slam dunk for you.
Here we go.
What is Nevada's top agriculture product?
Ooh.
Your options are onions, hay, or cattle.
Okay.
And we'll have the answer at the conclusion of the weathercast.
Let's do it.
You better, boy, you're looking confident.
I'm ready.
All right. I should warn you, every time Trish is very confident, it doesn't always, work. Okay.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
Here we go, Kevin.
Well, they are crossed. How about this weather we had today? Wild stuff. Cool, late February-like. Rained in the valley. We had snow at the higher elevations and some scenes that are not typical for this time of year, although the sunset was pretty nice. Isn't that gorgeous? Looking off to the southwest a little after 7 o'clock. Nice view now from our camera on top of the Strat. Beautiful colors. Strat, did I say that correctly? Tongue's not working properly this evening. It's cool though. Spring Valley at 58, as is Summerlin. Got some 59s, including the heart of the valley. North Las Vegas checking in at 63. The breezes we had, we still have a few blowing in double digits, not nearly as strong as they were earlier today, but no worries. Tomorrow afternoon they'll come back and even stronger on Saturday. How about 68 for a high temperature, 16 degrees below normal, and it was the second coolest May 4th since weather records have been kept in Las Vegas. That honor has been standing since 1964. Very unusual today with that high of 68. We'll do a little better tomorrow, starting in the 50s, upper 60s by the lunch hour. We should find our way to the low to mid 70s for a high. And like the last couple of days, not much wind in the morning, but it ramps up in the afternoon, and again, even stronger on Saturday. So essentially, this system cycles on through. Got a whole bunch of clouds out there now blocking out the bright full moon, but that's gonna they're gonna be out of here 6, 7 a.m., maybe as late as 8 a.m., but the cool air is going to continue to come down on the backside from the north, so the warm-up is going to be real gradual, real slowly as far as increasing our degrees. Let's talk about those numbers. Overnight tonight, Pahrump goes down to 44. Boulder City will bottom at 52. In town, 40s in Anthem, Southern Highlands, Summerlin, Centennial Hills, low to mid-50s elsewhere, 20s on the mountain tonight, and then highs tomorrow range anywhere from 67 to 74, 74 as well in Boulder City, 65 in the Canyon. For the Las Vegas Valley, partly cloudy and 53 overnight. There will be a light breeze for the most part that increases in the afternoon. Few gusts over 20, close to 30 miles per hour. 73 the high. Stronger winds on Saturday, less wind, more degrees on Sunday. No worries though, the wind comes back. It's that time of year, and mid-80s as we look ahead toward the middle to latter portion of next week. Cool day tomorrow, especially with that breeze blowing. That'll add a little bite, but definitely more sunshine tomorrow. Okay, Abel. You looked awfully confident. Look at that. That guy is just oozing confidence.
Let's see what happens, Kevin.
The top Nevada agricultural product is?
Okay, I'm going to say onions.
You're going to say onions? Mm-hmm. Do you have a reason for that? Because you grew up on a farm, right?
Listen, so when we would drive down to Southern California, we were also driving down. We would pass Yerington on our way to Bishop as well. We would pass by a whole bunch of onion farms.
Yeah.
So there are so many onion farms, especially up there in northern Nevada. It is covered with different onion farms. So I'm going to, fingers crossed, say A, onions.
Well, you can take the man off the farm, but you might need to put him back because the answer is cattle.
You know what? Better luck next time, Kevin.
Yeah.
Better luck next time.
Maybe you should have worked harder on the farm there, Abel.
I agree. Maybe do a little bit more agriculture research up in northern Nevada while I was at
Definitely.
it. That's for sure. Well, Kevin, thank you so much. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back tonight. The city of Henderson is welcoming in a new police chief. Tuesday afternoon, Holly Chadwick was sworn in. Chadwick says her top priorities are ensuring community safety and bringing in more officers to the city. I sat down with her to talk about her plans to rewrite the history of the department.
I am so privileged to continue to get to wear this badge and serve my community. That means everything to me.
New Henderson Police Chief Holly Chadwick is ready for her new challenge. That's good news for Videla McCarroll.
I have not had any safety issues or anything like that, but it's always great to keep on top of that.
McCarroll has lived in Henderson for 19 years. She travels around the Water Street district without concern. She says Henderson Police is the reason why.
Hey, give me a hand. Give me a hand.
But after the deaths of George Floyd and Tyree Nichols at the hands of police, one thing she hopes is top of mind for Chadwick, proper training for her officers.
Take matters in a different form of not pulling their guns right away, to utilize the things that they have, their nightsticks, before actually pulling their guns.
The Henderson police veteran Holly Chadwick says the focus is not only on what is being done in the field, but also internal training, especially when it comes to bias and how people are treated.
It's something we enforce every day. Everybody knows to value and embrace everyone equally, and it's not a hard task because we love that.
Other top priorities for the new chief: public safety, staffing, bringing in more officers to Henderson, and focusing on the mental and physical health of everyone in her department. Chadwick says being in the department for 21 years, she has the experience to better serve and protect the community of Henderson.
I grew up here, I live here, it's where my family is, so it helps set that foundation for all of us as we come to work every day.
Chief Chadwick says she knows it's no easy task. The 4 officers who previously held the position all left because of controversy, including issues involving police brutality, sexual harassment, and race and gender discrimination. Last November, both of the city's police unions voted no confidence in former Henderson Police Chief Dedrick Andres. He retired from the position in February.
You have to learn from your mistakes in the past and recognize those, but also come up with solutions and remedies to make sure we're moving forward in a positive direction.
McCarroll says our law enforcement should continue to gain the trust of the community, especially with people of color.
More communication with each and every individual and situation.
Chief Chadwick says keeping the community informed is critical.
And we will make sure we are transparent and communicative throughout this entire process, because that's the foundation of what we want to do for our community and keeping it safe.
Chief Chadwick also tells me she moved here when she was only 6 months old. She went to Clark High and graduated from UNLV. She says Southern Nevada is her home. And for more information about the new leader of the department, head over to our website at KTNV.com. We'll be right back. New tonight at 11, an airport passenger is behind bars after Metro Police say he made concerning comments at Harry Reid International Airport. According to Metro, it happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Officers say they were notified due to an air raid passenger who had made those statements concerning his luggage after he missed his flight. As of tonight, no further details have been released by the department. An inmate who went missing from a facility in Omaha, Nebraska has been arrested in Las Vegas. Clark County Detention Center records show 25-year-old Troy Hollins was arrested by Metro Police last week. According to our ABC affiliate in Lincoln, the Nebraska Department of Correctional Service says Hollins disappeared in January. Court records show that in December of 2015, Hollins was sentenced to spend 15 to 20 years in prison for attempted robbery. Up next at 11, profits for Red Rock Resorts in the first quarter. What is causing a big bump in revenue for the company? We'll be right back after this. Welcome back tonight. The price tag for the new Durango Resort Casino is going up. That's what Red Rock Resorts executives had to say today during a financial earnings call. It's expected to open before the end of 2023. The new property in the southwest part of the valley is projected to now cost around $780 million. That's up $30 million from an initial estimate. Company officials also say a deal to sell nearly 50 acres of land near Legion Stadium to the Oakland A's is expected to close before the end of the year. We'll be right back after this short break.
At least we're heading in the right direction for those of us who are getting a little tired of all this cool weather. Not that we want 115 yet. So 68 today, 73 tomorrow, and then mid-70s Saturday, should hit the lower 80s on Sunday. We'll moderate a bit in the mid-80s, but in May it's not unusual to be up close to 100 degrees. So I'm not complaining. We are shrinking the intense heat this season, and nobody complains about that. Even us desert rats.
Definitely, Kevin. Some crazy temperatures for sure. That's something else. Well, that does it for us. Jimmy Kimmel Live is coming up next. Thank you so much for watching, and from all of us, have a wonderful rest of your evening.